my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us go hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Come, let us walk hand in hand to build our land. Grenada belongs to all of us. And when I say Grenada, I am referring to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, because it is the state of Grenada, not the tri-island state. It is the state of Grenada, and it includes Carriacou and Petite Martinique. So that is something that you need to remember. Grenada is a state, and it includes Carriacou and Petite Martinique, Calivini Island, and we can name all the other islands. But the main sister islands, Carriacou and Petite Martinique. I want to welcome you to this segment in the Dynamic Hour. Again, I want to also encourage those who are viewing me on Facebook and YouTube to please share the live. Sharing is caring. It is so important that we share the live, because your friends may not be my friends. And when you share the live, they will discover the program. They will listen in. They will learn something. They might be able to take something from the program and share with others. I want to start off by playing that promo for the rally on Sunday. Sunday coming.
Mark your calendars, Grenada, for one spectacular event. Join us at the Bushes U playing field on Sunday, March 2nd for the National Democratic Congress sensational rally from 4 p.m. Be inspired by our distinguished guests, including Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett of Dominica and Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre of St. Lucia. Plus hear from our very own political leader and Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell and more.
I am a
Enjoy electrifying performances from top artists like Young Man, Booba, Rooney J. Also Mandela Links, Squeezehead, and Muddy.
Of course, we always up in the front.
This is your chance to engage, be inspired, and celebrate with us. Don't miss out on this unforgettable rally. Organize your transportation and your flags, bandanas, drums, shells, bells, and head down to Bushes U to be part of this transformation.
Cause I believe in the truth, and I just wanna live good.
Yes, so don't forget, it's this coming Sunday at the Bushes U playing field, starting at 4 p.m. and be there before 4 p.m. All right? Mobilize your friends, mobilize your family members, mobilize your pairs, and let them come down at the Bushes U playing field. And remember the Molyneux Road, that bypass road or that land slippage there, that's fixed. So it's not too lengthy a drive. You don't have to go up to through Mount Morris and then all the way down. No. All right? You can pass on the main road. You don't have to go up to go through Mount Morris. And then for those who are coming from over the hills, right, you can pass the Monkuma Road. So it's not a far distance. You can pass through Monkuma, that new piece of road, and it will get you to Busheju. You also have a competition on, the best dressed person, with the NDC stuff, design and that kind of thing. You can get up to $1,000. So, be creative, be fanciful, and dress to impress, and you may just get that $1,000. All right? That's good. It's a good incentive, encouraging all the NDC supporters and all Grenadians, because the rally is not just about NDC. It's more than that. It's for all Grenadians, right? So all Grenadians. So mobilize, organize, and be a part of that rally. I have a problem, excuse me, whenever NDC has a rally, some individual always take that opportunity to do some bingo. I have a problem with that. Right? And while I believe in, a free economy, you have a right to do your own business and, carry on, I find it very strange that every time the NDC has a rally or some event, some major event, that particular individual would have a bingo on that date. Also, when the NNP has their convention or rally, you don't get that same individual doing a bingo or some major event on that day, which is very strange. But again, I hope those in authority over time can understand the motive, right? Because that's important in intelligence. Because after a while, you have to say to that individual, well, permission is not granted for this date, but you can get another date. All right? But I'm all for business, making money, and doing their stuff. I'm all for that. But I find it rather strange that every time the NDC has a rally or some major meeting, that said individual would come up with this idea of having a bingo. All right? And I am saying, while the person is free to have that bingo, we need to look at the timing. Why? And the why, the question, why? Okay, yes, we know you want to make money, excuse me, but do you only want to make money when NDC is having an event? But why not make money when NNP is having an event? Right? You see the point? But anyways, don't forget the rally, and it's at Busheju this Sunday.
Mark your calendars, Grenada, for one spectacular event. Join us at the Busheju playing field on Sunday, March 2nd for the National Democratic Congress sensational rally from 4 p.m. Be inspired by our distinguished guests, including Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett of Dominica and Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre of St. Lucia. Plus hear from our very own political leader and Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell and more. Enjoy electrifying performances from top artists like Young Man, Booba, Rooney J. Also Mandela Links, Squeezehead, and Muddy.
We always up in the front.
This is your chance to engage, be inspired, and celebrate with us. Don't miss out on this unforgettable rally. Organize your transportation and your flags, bandanas, drums, shells, bells, and head down to Bushaju to be part of this transformation.
Cause I believe in the truth, and I just wanna live good.
Yes. So don't forget, it's this Sunday coming. Today is Wednesday. Then we have Thursday, then Friday, then Saturday, and we will be at Bushaju playing field on Sunday, starting at 4 in the PM. Remember, the convention is a private thing. It's a party event. It's a closed-door event. It's for delegates and invited guests, party officials. That is what this particular event is about. It's an indoor thing where they discuss party matters, the way forward for the party. But the rally is for everybody. Everybody. Young, middle-aged, elderly, you're invited. And you don't need an NDC t-shirt to be there. So remember that. So if you don't have an NDC t-shirt, so be it. But you can still be there. You can wear whatever you feel comfortable in wearing. So do not make not having a t-shirt an excuse not to be there. So I want to encourage you to organize, mobilize, and be there. All right? And you can use your private transport as well as the buses that are provided for you. So there are buses in each constituency. All right? Each constituency. So remember that. Good? So it's this coming Sunday the 2nd of March at the Bushaju playing field. You can carpool. You may know 2 or 3 friends who may want to go to the rally. Organize them. Do not be selfish. Do not go alone. So remember, the rally, the convention and rally is this coming Sunday the 2nd. All right? So remember that. Very important. I want to say, folks, there seemed to be a fear on the part of the NNP when it comes to the creative industry, because the NNP for 23 years and a half abandoned the creative industry. They never saw the creative industry as important. They never saw them as being a part of the development or developmental trust or the plan for development. They were never a part of that. So the NDC came into power, and the NDC saw the creative industry as important, as a pillar in terms of developing Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. So the NDC set up an office, right? Set up an office for creative affairs. Set up an office where they can go, where they can call home. They had a number of events on leash. They had a number of consultations, a number of, engagements where they put a plan in place to move that industry or sector forward. So when we talk creatives, we're not just talking about a person doing videography or audio. It's more than that. We're talking about the artist. We're talking about, the soca artists, the calypsonians. We're talking about the actual artist, drawing and so on. We're talking about the people in drama, theater, the people in radio, right? We are talking about the people in photography, yes, and videography. We're talking about all of these people. But it's beyond that, storytelling and so on. So people who do their craft, their arts and craft and all that kind of stuff. Creative people, using their hands, using their mind, using their natural given talent to do things, to earn a living, to earn a livelihood. So the NNP seem to be scared. They're fearful that these same people being empowered can help the government in many ways. So what the NDC did when they came into power, they gave the creatives 100% concession to bring in their stuff. Because I remember bringing in just 2 small cameras and 2 pin-on mics. And the amount of money I had to pay in taxes for it, I just wanted to leave it there. Because you buy it for 100 US and you have to pay $400 and $500 for it. So you understand the point. So the government gave 100% concession to the creatives. And that was a good move. It helped a lot of the people in that particular industry. The government also launched a creative industry program at TAMCC covering crucial topics like intellectual property, marketing, and entertainment law. So far, 87 certificates were handed out to 54 recipients. So 54 creatives successfully completed those courses at TAMCC. And I think they're moving to introduce a bachelor's degree in that particular area, in one of those areas, at TAMCC. The Creative Affairs Department launched the Business Development Fund for creatives, providing grants, loans, and business setup vouchers to support creative entrepreneurs. So, the people in that field, they have access to financing to help their business grow and expand. The Creative Affairs Department and that office, they are actively engaging schools, educating youth on career opportunities in the creative sector, which is good because your parents, well, at least some, would tell you have to become a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, a teacher, a police officer, that kind of profession, right? But they would not tell you you can become some artist or somebody in drama, somebody in photography, somebody in videography, somebody, producing music, producing stuff. They would not tell you that. And if you ask me, the people in that area, once they get the right assistance and break, they make millions of dollars in no time. Excuse me. They also have master classes to upskill creatives, particularly in business management and financial sustainability. They registered over 600 new creative businesses, the highest number in any business category. So you have about 600 businesses registered as being a part of the creative sector, right? In the process of establishing, well, the Creative Affairs Department, they're in the process of establishing a national art gallery. And we know the Prairie building, they're seeking to purchase that building on Church Street to have a national art gallery there, a milestone that would have never happened under the NNP, of course. The NNP never saw the creative industry as important. They never invested in that industry in any way, shape, or form. All right. So, with all of that, and there are plenty more things to talk about when it comes to the creative industry, the NNP is having a problem with that industry because they think that these people, because they are being assisted, because they are being given more opportunities in that area, they may turn out to assist, right, the government in many ways. So that's the thinking that they have. They believe that this thing could turn around and affect them down the road. That is what they believe. But what I am saying is, you should not be afraid of a person who is in the creative industry. No, what you should do is feel good for them, feel happy about the fact that they're being assisted. They're given assistance to expand their little business, to make more money, to invest in our communities and in our country. But everything for the NNP is politics. Everything for the NNP is power. So they are fearful that these same people can turn around and help the government and help the party in producing, you know, pieces, impressive pieces. And as a result, it seems as though the NNP is on a crusade. They have all kinds of bad things to say when it comes to the creative industry, which is sad. Instead of embracing the industry, what they do is attack and attack and attack, right? So, usual suspect, Sheldon Scott, I think that's his name, this guy on the radio, I mean, he went off on a tangent recently speaking to the creative industry, all right? And I really didn't want to play him this morning, all right? I really didn't want to play him this morning. I just want to be real with you. I really didn't want to play him this morning. So, um, you know, I don't think I should, all right? Because he had certain things to say about the creative industry. And, you know, the same kind of conspiracy, the same kind of thinking. They believe that the creative industry is one that can have an impact on them down the road. All right, let me just add a video somewhere around the place. All right, let me see. Yes, I had a video somewhere around. I'm not seeing it. Anyways, for good reasons. So the creative industry, they're doing a lot of good work, the government and so on. So what they want, what the NNP is saying is that these same videographers, these same people in audio, right? The same people in art and drama and so on can be used to you know advance the cause or causes of the government or the NDC. And that is how narrow these people are thinking. Very, very narrow-minded. They are fearful that if you help these people, because they're creative, they can come up with unique ways of getting the message across. And that's the fear that they have. But they should not be fearful. Why are you fearful of government helping our Grenadian brothers and sisters? Why? You should never be fearful. No, you should be happy about that. But we have seen a pattern from the NNP. They have condemned and criticized every good thing that the NDC did, the NDC administration did for our people. And I remember red flagging that from day one when the NDC rolled out the WASH program. All right, the WASH program, providing a modern bathroom and toilet facility for our Grenadian brothers and sisters, families. The NNP condemn it, criticize it. They were angry about it. They became very upset, vexed, because they don't think a modern bathroom and toilet facility is good enough for families here in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Because the NNP left 8,715 people using peat toilets, peat latrines, and 3,000 plus people without running water. So they left that as a legacy. They never wanted these people to come out from where they were. So when the NDC rolled out that program, the NNP was upset. They were mad. They condemn it, they criticize it. And I ask myself, but why? Why would you be angry that Grenadians who have a peat toilet, right, getting a modern bathroom and toilet facility? You vex about that? Then when the NDC, and mind you, the WASH program is one where the private sector, government, community, everybody come together and bill. They bill in those things. All right? When the NDC joined up with Flow and decided to start the JUMP program, providing internet access to households without, learning from COVID-19 and how it impacted households without internet access, the NDC decided to team up with Flow to provide that to families. And I think it was what? $20? $20. They only have to pay $20, but they will get a device, a laptop, tablet, and they will train them to use it so that they can access the internet. The NNP condemned that. The NNP criticized that. The NNP was up in arms. They were vexed, upset. And I asked myself, but why? You should be happy because you were there during COVID-19 as a government. So you did not learn anything from that? You did not see the importance of having internet access? There are a lot of kids who just couldn't access their schoolwork because they couldn't go out, they couldn't go back to school, and the internet was crucial. All right? When the NDC paid the gratuity and the pension to pensioners, the NNP was upset. They were angry again. 500 plus families who had a retiree who worked with government got their money, but the NNP was still upset, still angry, still bitter. You heard them express their bitterness, even on the Ride Along program. Two surrogates or pundits of the anti-government movement. They angry, they vex that pensioners got their pension, got their gratuity, and are living happier in the twilight. And I ask myself, well, why? Why you would be upset? Why you vex about that? Right? When the doc salaries were paid, again, the NNP docked the salaries of teachers. So we had no sports, we had no extracurricular activity and so on. No science debates, no science fairs and no debates and that kind of thing. Nothing like that. Nothing. Right? The NDC paid that doc salary back and everything came back to some level of normalcy within the school system. But the NNP was upset, angry about that. But why? When the public officers got the 13% with all the fringe benefits and so on, they didn't have to go on the streets and march and protest for it and demonstrate for it. The NDC gave them what was rightfully theirs, a significant increase, and all the fringe benefits that came with it. The NNP vex? The NNP was upset, vexed, pissed off. But why? Why? Same thing with the regularization process, same thing with the pension, the new pension for unestablished workers. They vex, they angry, they bitter, they have all kind of nasty things to say. But why? The Build Back Better initiative, where people are getting a better house with a modern bathroom and toilet facility and so on. The NNP vex. But why? Why would you be vexed when these things are positively impacting the lives of our people? Why? So, no wonder they're upset with the creative industry, because they've seen a lot of things are happening for our Grenadian brothers and sisters in that sector. And I know a lot of young people who are creatives, who are within that sector. So why are you so upset? Everything that's good, you vex, you're angry. But you see, the NNP doesn't want good for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. They don't. They want bad things to befall this country. They condemn the NDC administration with the Moline project. Now the project is almost complete. I mean, vehicles are passing there. They're able, to pass on the bridge and the road and so on. But I'm saying they condemn NDC for that. They criticize NDC, but the NDC completed the project. Same thing when NDC started the project on Fort George. They condemned them. That project is almost complete. So it goes to show that the NNP is not serious about Grenada and anything good for Grenada. All they want is power. All the NNP wants is power. The NNP on their platform, they have not articulated not one policy, not one project, not one program, not one initiative that they would do if they get power. But all they want is power. Power. That's all they want. But they have not articulated anything new, anything creative, anything unique. All they do on their platforms is to condemn, criticize, attack verbally. That's all they do. And then they take a little close-up video or reel, they post it on their page, giving people this false idea that a lot of people were at the event and it was successful and that kind of thing. Because they believe politics is perception. Excuse me. That is what they believe. But I am saying again, Grenadians, home and abroad, once you are patriotic, once you love your country, you should be pleased, You should be happy when the government does something good, helping our people, making sure that our people have a better standard of living. When the NDC rolled out the minimum wage adjustment, the NNP condemned that, criticized that. They say, well, the Indians and Syrians and other people are going to make all the workers go, and the hotels are going to make people go, and so on. But to date, they're employing more people. They're employing more people. And the workers are getting more money as their salary, right? More money. Come on. When the NDC introduced the bi-monthly salary payments for public officers, the NNP condemned that too, criticized that too. They were angry, but look how it's working nicely. So the NNP, they're a part of the complaining industry. They love to complain. They love to grind and groan. They love to be negative. They're not about Grenada. They don't want to see Grenada move forward. They don't want to see Grenada develop. They don't. All they want is power, because they know if they have power, them and their boys and girls, as we would say it, they're going to have a nice time. They're going to be in big position here and big position there. That's how they function. That's what they want. Power for a few. Because when NNP is in power, just 5% of that whole clique will benefit. And the other 95% will wallow in poverty, will be scrunting. That is what normally happens. So again, I'm saying it is clear. NNP, they're a bunch of obstructionists. They're agents of haters. You know, they're a group of haters. They hate Grenada so bad. They hate Carriacou and Petit-Martinique so bad that all they have to say about Carriacou and Petit-Martinique is bad things. But why? Why? This country belongs to us, all of us. And we have a duty to make it better. But folks, come out on Sunday and listen to our beloved Prime Minister and the other speakers at the rally at Boucher-Jou this coming Sunday.
Mark your calendars, Grenada, for one spectacular event. Join us at the Boucher-Jou playing field on Sunday, March 2nd for the National Democratic Congress sensational rally from 4 p.m. Be inspired by our distinguished guests, including Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett of Dominica and Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre of St. Lucia. Plus hear from our very own political leader and Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell and more. Enjoy electrifying performances from top artists like Young Man, Booba, Rooney J. Also Mandela Links, Squeezehead, and Muddy. This is your chance to engage, be inspired, and celebrate with us. Don't miss out on this unforgettable rally. Organize your transportation and your flags, bandanas, drums, shells, bells, and head down to Boucher-Jou to be part of this transformation.
Cause I believe in the truth, and I just wanna live good.
Yes. So folks, don't forget, it's this coming Sunday at the Boucher-Jou playing field. At the Boucher-Jou playing field, I want to encourage you to mobilize and organize and be there. All right? It is a numbers game, like it or not, and we can test our mobilization skills on Sunday. So every constituency, you have a number of buses, allotted to you. Mobilize, organize, spread the word, don't be selfish. A lot of people want to go to the rally. Let's reach out to them and make sure that they come to the rally.
The new facility is equipped with upgraded processing units, cold storage and docking areas designed to streamline operations and ensure higher quality seafood products for local markets. Fishermen and residents expressed their excitement and appreciation for the new infrastructure, highlighting its potential to boost productivity and income. Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Honorable Kieran James, emphasized the project's importance in strengthening the local economy and ensuring sustainable fishing practices.
Our investment in this facility demonstrates our unwavering commitment to building resilient communities, especially those whose livelihoods depend on the sea. Grenville is the second largest fisheries landing site in Grenada, and I know some of you might be asking the question, why this facility and why this community and not Guave, right? But because they are the second largest fisheries landing site in Grenada, and Soubise is at the heart of this industry, this facility was designed and built here to address the unique challenges faced by our fishers while also ensuring environmental sustainability. We are building stronger livelihoods by providing secure storage for fishing gear and equipment. Fishers can operate with greater efficiency and security. We can't overstate climate resilience. And so a hybrid green-gray intervention such as habitat restoration, coastal erosion mitigation, and improved runoff management will ensure long-term sustainability of this facility.
Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell emphasized the government's commitment to supporting the fishing sector.
Fishing is a critical sector for livelihoods and for food security in Grenada. And we can't take it for granted that fish will always be present. And the climate crisis that we face emphasizes the significant risk to the livelihoods of our fishermen and to food security in Grenada from the perspective of fishing. We really do need to make sure that we can pull our resources together. Individual fishermen face considerable risk, considerable challenges. It is a dangerous job. Every time a fisherman or woman gets into a boat, there is significant risk. And so we need to make sure it is not just the fishing, but it's the business of fishing. We have no processing facility. We do no agro-processing. Insurance, pension, health insurance, insurance for the boats, combating theft, safety, security, all of those are things that we have not really even scratched the surface on. But we are not going to be able to do so as individual fishermen or women. We stand a far greater chance of succeeding if we cooperate.
The Soubise fishing facility is part of a broader initiative to modernize the country's fishing industry, with similar projects planned for other coastal communities.
Yes, that's a very good move there for the people of Soubise, the people of Grenville, the people of Marquis, the people of St. Andrew. That's very good. Remember, there is a watch party to take place in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. The NDC chapter in Canada, they're having a watch party, a big screen, starting at what time? Starting at, I had it somewhere here, 3 p.m. All right? So you can contact this number, 647 242 9256. That's 647 242 9256 to reserve your seat and to be a part of that. They will be at Avenue Restaurant 1085. All right, Bellamy Road, Scarborough, Ontario, for that rally watch party. They would have a buffet style dinner for $20. A buffet style dinner, $20. So call them up, 647 242 9256. That's on the same day Sunday coming. All right, same day Sunday coming. You can also call 416 347 2199. The Nutmeg House also, they have something going on there too. The Nutmeg House in New York. All right, they have a watch party there. I know Akim reminded me about that. I was looking for the flyer because they actually sent me a flyer. I was looking for it, but I'm not seeing it. All right. Yes. So that Soubise fisheries there. That's a good move. And I told you last night that my good friend, uh, Homie and John, they have that business there, that business right on the main road, where they sell ice, supply ice and so on for the fishers. All right. So that's really good. She and her husband, Ras. Big up all the whole self. All right. So that is a good move. So let's see how it goes. They continuing to try to finish that supermarket and entertainment center, and our ice is filtered. Sometimes sometimes you can give us a little right good. Yeah, so they have the ice and everything there. In Soubise there too. So big up your wholesale for me and John. It's just on the other side. So you can, check them out there. All right. So let me see here. Yeah, so right, so that watch party at the Nutmeg House, 1215 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, between Avenue D and uh, Vandervee, right? Or Vandervee, something like that. Good. Um, the number to call for that is 917 282 9405 or 347 528 3038. Excuse me. So you can check them out there. That watch party starts at 3 p.m. too. So that's the New York chapter. They're having that, the New York chapter. So we spoke about Canada. They have their watch party. Then the Florida chapter, they have their watch party too, starting at 3 p.m. All right. And that's on Sunday coming to Florida chapter. And that would be at 14400 Northwest or NW, I think Northwest 77 or Northwest 77 Court, Miami Lakes, Florida 33016. For more information, call 958 213 4460. 958 213 4460. So that's for the folks in Florida. You can call this number 954 213 4460. So thank you. Tweet, my good friend, tweet there, sending me that information on the go. Thank you, Tweet. Well, some people know him as Kennedy Phillip, but Tweet, I know him as Tweet. All right. So thank you, Tweet, for sending me that information there so quickly. All right. So again, plenty watch parties. I want to encourage you to be a part of that. So even if you're in the diaspora, you can still be a part of the convention rally. Sorry, the rally. So you have a convention and you have a rally. So the rally. So the watch parties are the rally. Good? So if you're in Florida, you can congregate at that particular location. If you're in New York, you can congregate at the Nutmeg House. If you're in Canada, you can congregate, in Scarborough, Ontario. So you have places to go, all right? You have places to go to be a part of the rally. Yes, you would not be at the Bushes You Playing Field in person, but you'll be there at that gathering in full support, okay? Folks, I want to thank you very much for being a part of the program. I want to wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day. I will be back with you, God's willing, tonight